All right, man. What's up with y'all? This is Helvy, back with no haircut, you know what I'm saying, and no real intro, but it's okay because I'm here to talk to y'all about spirituality today, man, and duality. All right, so I made me some notes today. I wrote everything down. I hope y'all don't mind that. The only thing that I really find important is relaying the information to you, okay? All right, so let's get into it, man. What is spirituality? Spirituality is knowing that you are a multi-dimensional being having a temporary human experience. It is being aware that what you are at your essence is a soul and not a body. If you know that you are immortal and don't actually disappear from existence when you die, then you are spiritually aware, okay? All right. Now, usually when you hear people talk about spirituality, you hear them talk about vibrations, right? Frequencies and energy all the time, right? Because these are the three primary things that you need to focus on when you're getting into this spiritual journey. It's everything. It is everything, okay? All right, so we're going to dive into energy. What is energy? Energy is your life force. Energy comes from the thought patterns you are having. If you think about things that is negative, low vibrational, then your energy will be at a low vibration. If you attract negativity, and you will attract negativity. My bad, I messed up. All right. If you got to keep your thought patterns on a positive, optimistic tip, and only talk about things that truly serve your soul's interest, and also surround yourself with people who think like you, who are on your frequency, you know what I'm saying? Then you will attract more positive energy. Remember, you are literally like a magnet, all right? The energy you are emitting, whether you are conscious of it or not, is what you are going to attract back onto you. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you choose to react to it. Energy is everything, and everything is energy, literally. All right, so let's get into vibrations, all right? What are vibrations? All right, you are literally a vibrational being who vibrates all hours of the day. Everything about your life is a vibrational indicator. I already told you that everything is energy, and energy is everything. You may know that energy travels in waves, up and down sequences, like they tell you in science. We got to call those vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Just like how everything is energy, everything is also vibration. Science proves that vibration has the ability to attract positive or negative, and can detract positive or negative. In order to attract a vibration, you must be at that vibration. You know what I'm saying? It's like a key. You have to have that certain key to attract the lock that you want, if that makes sense. All right, now what is frequency? The way I can explain frequency is like this. We are made of molecules, and we are 70% water, okay? And just like water, you are transformable. This happens through the thoughts that we have. Positive is way more powerful than negative. So literally all you have to do is become more conscious of when you're being negative or having negative thoughts and replace it with a positive thought. Once you do that, you will attract and absorb those frequencies. Okay? So like, this is why meditation is so important. Meditation helps you get a better awareness, aka consciousness of the thoughts that you're having run through your mind. Okay? So you're able to catch that negative thought in that shit and be like, hey nigga, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out. And then replace that bitch with a positive thought. You feel me? All right, now let's get into duality. What is duality? Duality is literally, bro, we literally cannot exist without duality. In order for there to be anything good, there has to be bad. You know what I'm saying? That may sound cruel, but that's how it has to be, or else nothing can exist. You feel me? Like, how can you know what peace is if you've never been to war? You feel me? How can you know how to be happy if you've never been sad, if you've never been depressed? How can you even appreciate being happy? You know what I'm saying? If you've never been sad or depressed. You get me? Every being in the universe is a creation from positive and negative energy. This is why good is inevitable and bad is inevitable. Bruh. I'm stumbling on my words, but bruh. No matter what, bro, you're always going to have bullshit happen to you. It happens to every single body, bro. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. Nothing. The only thing you can control is how you choose to react to it. Are you going to get punched in the face and cry in the corner, sit on the ground and beg him not to keep punching you? Or are you going to get the fuck up and at least try to beat that nigga's ass. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna react to it? All right. William Shakespeare once said, "All the world is a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. We are simply playing in a game. Life has a game-like quality to it." Kevin Hart even said this. Life has a game-like quality to it. People who actually achieve success and, surmounted obstacles say that life has a game-like quality to it. All right. And in order to play in this game, you must experience duality. Have to. The oneness of existence is the basis of duality. Negative and positive, it is yin and yang. It is yin and yang, and it is in the same circle. You know what I mean? It's together. They call that unity, all right? But it's still dualistic. Now, the human mind is naturally dualistic. This is why Christians believe that man is born a sinner. You know what I mean? Because we're always going to fuck up. We're always going to do something bad, something negative. It's inevitable. That's our nature, and it's the other way around too. Now, some of us are more on that negative tip more often than not, and some of us are more on that positive tip more often than not. But like, we're both subjective to do both. It's inevitable. You know what I mean? There's a serial killer out there who actually got a good quote, you know what I mean, on life. And you can look at that word, you can look at his words and be like, man, wise words from a crazy person. You know what I mean? Like, Charles Manson, he was a cult leader. He didn't actually kill a soul. Charles Manson didn't kill a soul. He led a cult that had people kill people. And there's an interview of him, like, saying the most beautiful analogy on black people, bro. It was like something like the white man took black people, thought they were monkeys, thought they were dumb, but they're not dumb, are they? They're actually smart, smarter than you thought they were. Like, he was acting crazy and shit while he was saying it, but like what he was saying was slick true, like wise words from a bad man, you know. But there has to be a balance between negative energy and positive energy in order for there to be life. All right. We literally experience duality every day when the sun goes down and then the moon comes up. We literally see it in the sky every day. That's evidence of duality, bro. Imagine if imagine if nothing bad ever happened and everything was just all good. You know what I mean? Like no bad ever happened. Do you think people would truly like appreciate life if everything was just all good? Do you think people would truly appreciate life? Like, you really gotta think about it, bro. Like, I think a lot of people will be spoiled, entitled, you know what I'm saying, ungrateful, because like they're just used to shit being good. They don't know the other side. They don't know how bad shit can get. Now imagine a life where everything is just bad, terrible, like just the lowest of the lowest frequency. You know what I mean? Like, we all can envision how that would be. That would be horrible, right? But you need both, man. There can be no life without both. Now, when it comes to consciousness, you can choose between two types of consciousness. You can either be on a higher consciousness or lower consciousness, okay? The higher consciousness, when people who are on a higher consciousness, these people function in the higher part of the brain. They literally function in a certain area of the brain. It's called the neocortex. This is the seat of imagination, empathy, and impartial judgment. You loosen the hold of the ego, and you transcend to a universal perspective. You're able to see things outside of yourself. You're able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and try to feel for them. You know what I mean? Versus saying, fuck what the fuck everybody else going through. I'm worrying about me. I'm worrying about my survival. Everybody else can eat a dick. You know what I mean? All right. Now, when you're at a lower consciousness, that is when someone is only focused on their self, their own survival, and own success. People like this function in the lower part of the brain. Scientists call it the reptilian brain. It's so funny that they call it the reptilian brain. In order to become the best version of yourself, you have to go through tough times, or else what does it really mean to you? You know what I'm saying? What will anything that you achieve mean to you if you didn't have to work for it, if you didn't have to grind, put blood, sweat, and tears into that shit in order to get it? It'd mean nothing to you, bro. It wouldn't mean a damn thing to you, bro. you wouldn't be grateful for it. Positive and negative are the two energy forces that come out from yin and yang and turn into what we like to call vibrations and frequencies. In the universe, good or bad doesn't exist, only neutrality. Everything is always evolving. Nothing is constant. The only thing constant is that everything is non-constant. So while it's perfectly fine to chase stability, you have to keep growing and evolving, or else life will feel like watching paint dry all the time. So even if you have everything you could possibly want, you need to keep growing and evolving. All right. That's what I feel like life is about, man. You have to keep learning, keep growing, and keep trying to become better every single day than you were yesterday. That's what Kobe stood for. That's what he died for. That's the message he put out to everybody after he died. And that's what people need to start living by, man. But anyway, this is Healthy, and I'm out, man.